Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Today we are going to see how to represent the relations. Already we have seen relations can be represented in two different ways. One is graphical method and another one is matrix method. We have already completed graphical method and has a diagram for partial orderings also. So now let us see how to represent this by matrices. So suppose if you have two sets A and B, and R is a relation defined from A to B. That means R is a subset of A cross B. Okay, the elements are taken from A cross B, the Cartesian product A cross B. Then the relation R can be represented by the matrix. We denote it by MR, that is matrix representation for the relation R. That is why MR is equal to Mij, and Mij is a matrix where if A and B are related, then we will write it as 1. If they are not related, then we will write 0. This is does not belong to, okay. So if AI comma Bj belongs to R means AI and Bj are related, then you have to write 1. Otherwise, if they are not related, you write 0. That's all. In other words, it is mentioned in words. 0, 1 matrix representing R has a 1 if I comma jth entry as its I comma jth entry if AI is related to Bj, and it will have an entry 0 if they are not related. Okay, AI is not related to Bj. Now let us see some example. A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and B is equal to 1 comma 2. R, we are defining the relation R be the relation from A to B containing A comma B. If A belongs to A is taken from the first set and B is taken from the set B, such that A greater than B. Then what is the matrix for R? First let us find out the elements of R first. Capital R will be A comma B is in R if A is greater than B. That is the relation defined. A comma B is A and B are related if A is greater than B. This is the relation defined. Okay. So if A comma, what are all the elements in R? We can you have 1 comma, what are all the possibilities we can have? 1 comma 1, it is not greater than, so 1 comma 1 we won't write. 1 comma 2 we won't write. 2 comma 1, yes, 2 is greater than 1, so we will write 2 comma 1. Okay, then 2 comma 2 we won't write because 2 is not strictly greater than 2. Now 3 comma 1, yes, we will write 3 comma 1, then 3 comma 2. These are the elements. Okay, according to the given definition, A and B are related if A greater than B. So other elements we won't, right? Cartesian product will contain all the elements, and we are choosing some elements from the Cartesian product, right? So R is equal to 2, 1, 3, 1 and 3, 2. This is the relation. Now, this is not asked. We have to find out R and write the matrix for the R. So always from A to B means A you write in the first column here and 1 comma 2. Elements you write here. So 1 is related to 1? No. 1 is not related to 1, so we write 0. Is 1 related to 2? No. It is not related, therefore 0. 2, is it related to 1? Yes. 2 is related to 1, therefore 1. Okay. If they are related, you write 1. If they are not related, you write 0. Okay. Is 2 related to 2? No. It is not related, therefore it is 0. 3 is related to 1, therefore 1. 3 is related to 2, therefore it is 1. So this is our matrix. Okay. Matrix representation of our given relation is, relation is defined as 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2. Matrix representation is MR, that is matrix representation for the relation R. This is the matrix 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. This is the matrix. Okay. Let us see the next question. Next example. Let A is equal to, let capital A is equal to the set A1, A2 and A3, and B is equal to B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. Now, the question is, which ordered pairs are in the relation R represented by the matrix. Now the matrix is given, you have to write the pairs, ordered pairs, represented by the matrix MR is equal to 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, then 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is the matrix, given matrix. From this you are asked to find out the relation. So relation means what here? This represents A1 to A to B. So here we have in A we have 3 elements A1, A2, A3. And here we have 5 elements B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. Okay, these are the elements. So can you tell me what all the elements will have in R? This 0 means A1, B1 is not there. Now this one, so A1, B2, right? A1, B2 is there. Now we have next in the first row we don't have any other one. Now for this one A2, B1, right? A2, B1. And for the next one A2, B3. If you have 1 they are related. If you have 0 they are not related. Now for this one we have written for this one A2, B4. A2, B4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are over. What about this one? A3, B1. Right? Next is A3 for this one. A3, B3. And A3, B5 for the last one. So these are the elements in our relation R. So if the relation is given, you know how to write the matrix. And if the matrix is given, you should know how to write the relation. Okay. Next, third question. Let the relation R on a set is represented by the matrix MR is equal to 1, 1, 0, then 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. The question is R reflexive? Is R reflexive, symmetric, and are antisymmetric? Antisymmetric. So here what are all the elements you have? Suppose R on the set it is given. So let us assume A1, A2, A3 and here also A1, A2, A3. On the set means in the same set. Okay. So let us take A is equal to A1, A2, A3. And this is the relation. A1 and A1 are related. A2 and A2 are related. A3 is related to A3. Therefore, these principal diagonal elements are 1. Therefore, all diagonal elements are equal to 1. Therefore, it is R is reflexive. So, if you want to find out from the matrix if it is reflexive, you check the diagonal elements. If all the diagonal elements are 1, then you can say that it is reflexive. Therefore, R is reflexive. Next, you are asked to find out the matrix. Now, symmetric matrix. See, A2 here. This element is A1, A2 and A2, A1. Yes, A1 and 2. A1 is related to A2 and A2 is related to A1. Similarly, A1 and A3 are not related. A3 and A1 are not related. A2 and this is A1. Yeah, this is over. Now, A2 is related to A3. Therefore, A3 is also related to A2. Therefore, it is symmetric. Or you can check. A1, Aij is equal to Aji. This is what you have to check. Then if what is the name for this? If Aij is equal to Aji, it is called symmetric matrix, right? It is a symmetric matrix. Therefore, the MR, given matrix MR, the given matrix MR is symmetric matrix. It is a symmetric matrix. Therefore, R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Now, antisymmetric, if A1 is related to A2 and A2 is related to A1, if both are there, A1 is related to A2 and A2 is related to A1, where A1 not equal to A2, right? Therefore, R is not antisymmetric. It is not antisymmetric. Because we have found out one element. For according to the definition, if A1 is related to A2 and A2 is related to A1, they should be equal for antisymmetric condition, right? Therefore, here and A1 comma A1 is related to A2 means A2 should not be related to A1. That is the condition for antisymmetric, right? Therefore, here A1 and A2 are related, and A2 is related to A1 and A1 is related to A2, and which are not equal. Therefore, it is not antisymmetric. Okay, we'll see one more question. Suppose that the relations R1 and R2 on a set A, R1 and R2 are defined on a set A, represented by the matrices MR1 is equal to 1 0 1, 1 0 0, 0 1 0, and MR2 is equal to 1 0 1, 0 1 1, 1 0 0. This is the second matrix. Find the matrices representing R1 union R2 and R1 intersection R2. R1 is a relation given by this matrix MR1, and R2 is a relation given by the second matrix MR2. Okay. Now, find the matrix representing MR1 union R2. This can be written as MR1 or MR2. Directly you can take R between the first matrix and the second matrix. 1 or 1. 1 R1 is what? 1. Okay. 0 or 0. 0. 1 or 1. 1. Actually, corresponding elements you have to check. Here I am taking this one. R between this one and this one. R means even 1 is 1. Then 1 is for true and 0 is for false. Okay. True or true, it is true. True or false, it is true. Like that you have to consider. So see here I have 1 and here I have 0. So you have to write 1 or 0 is 1, right? And the second one, here 0, here you have 1. 0 or 1 is 1. 0 or 1 is 1. Then 0 or 1, 1. 1 or 0, 1. 0 or 0, 0. So this is the matrix for MR1, R1 union R2. What is intersection? Both should be. It is like AND. Okay. R1 intersection R2 is equal to MR1 and MR2. You have to take AND between these two matrices. You will get whenever you have both 1, then only it will become 1. So 1 1, 0 1, then 0, then 0 0, and 0 0 0. This is the matrix representing R1 intersection R2. Okay. Next is closures of relations. You have closures with respect to reflexivity, symmetric and transitivity. Reflexive and symmetric we will see now. See, closures of relations, and to find out transitive closure we have a separate algorithm called Warshall algorithm that we will see separately. Now closures of relation means what? Let R be a relation on a set A. R may or may not have some property P. What is that property? It is reflexivity, symmetry and transitivity. If there is a relation S with the property P containing R, then S is called the closure of R with respect to P. I'll consider some example, you will understand. Okay. After that, let us read this, you will understand. Now consider the relation R is equal to 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1 and 3, 2. This is the relation on the set A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Right? So, first let us see reflexive. Is it reflexive? See, A is having the 3 elements 1, 2, 3. R is equal to, when will you say that it is reflexive? If it contains 1 is related to 1, 2 should be related to 2, 3 should be related to 3. Now 1 is related to 1 is there, but 2, 2 and 3, 3 are not there. if I add 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3 with the set R, in R if I include these two, then it will become reflexive. Okay, so R, any relation which contains R and 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3, this will become reflexive. Okay, so if you consider S, it is with R and 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3. So this is containing this. Now S is called the reflexive closure of R. That means to make it reflexive, whichever elements are missing, you add them. Okay, by adding which element, minimum number of elements. Minimum you should add these two, 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3. If you add, then only it will become reflexive. Okay, and R along with these elements will be called reflexive closure of R. So whichever is missing to make it reflexive, you add them along with the relation R to make it reflexive. That is called reflexive closure of R. Okay, we'll see one more example. What is the reflexive closure of the relation R is equal to set of all A comma B such that A less than B on the set of integers? On the set of integers. What is the reflexive? Find the reflexive closure. Find the reflexive closure of R, of the relation R, A comma B, A is strictly less than B. So what will be the reflexive closure? R union the set S. Okay. Actually, for reflexive, A should be related to itself. Here only strictly less than B is there, but it should be equal also. You have to make it equal to, right? So R union S. R is the set A comma B such that A strictly less than B, and S is equal to union. S can be related. Which are all the sets? You have to consider A comma A. Okay, where A belongs to Z. That means what? Set of all A comma B such that A is less than or equal to B. This is our reflexive closure. Right? R union S. This is our reflexive closure. Is the reflexive closure of R. Reflexive closure of R. Now let us see one more example. Consider the relation R is equal to 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2 on the set A is equal to, on this set A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is the relation defined on the set A. Is it symmetric now? Is it reflexive? It is not reflexive. Okay, but it is so what is the reflexive closure for this? Yeah, R with the set R union S, where if you add 3 comma 3, R and, okay, I'll write here, R and 3 comma 3 is the reflexive closure. What about symmetric closure? Is it symmetric? See, 1 comma 2 is there, 2 comma 1 is not there. So you have to add 2 comma 1, right, to make it reflexive closure, symmetric closure. For this is for reflexive closure. Now for symmetric closure, what are all the elements you have to add? 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 1 is not there. 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2 are there. Okay. 3 comma 1 and 1 comma 3 is missing, right? So you have to add minimum 2 comma 1 and 1 comma 3, and R is called the symmetric closure of R. Symmetric closure of R. Okay, which contains R and the elements 2 comma 1 and 1 comma 3. Any relation which contains R and these two elements will form the symmetric closure of R. I'll give you one example, one problem as a homework. Let R be the relation on the set, A is equal to 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 containing the ordered pairs 0 comma 1 1 comma 1 1 comma 2 2 comma 0 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 0. 6 elements 0 comma 1 1 comma 1 1 comma 2 2 comma 0 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 0. Find first one, find the reflexive closure of R, and the second one, find the symmetric closure of R. Okay, so try to complete this question. You do on your own. This is a practice question. And next is a transitive closure is there. We cannot, just like that, we cannot find out this transitive closure. You will have an algorithm called Warshall's algorithm. Using that, we will find out that we'll see in the next class. Thank you so much for listening.